What's going on YouTube? Jeans here. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are bringing you guys one of the dopest dark flying type Pokemon of all time. We got ourselves Mandibuzz for ranked regulation I. Now, when it comes to Mandibuzz, this derpy looking vulture bird is honestly not used that much, but nonetheless, this Pokemon still is pretty solid in this format, considering it kind of plays like Umbreon, and we all love Umbreon, and we all know Umbreon's a solid Pokemon. What I mean by that is it has Foul Play and Snarl, two great moves to deal with special and physical attackers, so it can kind of cover all angles on the attacking side. Mandibuzz over here has Overcoat as its ability, rocking the Electric Seeds as an item to pair up with one of our restricted Pokemon. Can you guys guess who it is? Obviously, it's Miraidon, and then we got Taunt and Roost for our final two moves. Like I said, a very niche Pokemon in Regulation I, but nonetheless, still want to showcase it and use this Pokemon for you guys. Our two restricted Pokemon, Calyrex, and like we already mentioned, Miraidon over here. Ice Rider Calyrex is going to be great within the Trick Room, doing big time damage with Glacial Lance and Leech Seed. Oh, actually, not going to be doing big time damage with Leech Seed, just going to be pestering. I actually like this. I like Leech Seed, so we're going to be, taking away HP, just being a problem with Leech Seed and doing big time damage with Glacial Lance. Miraidon, on the other hand, has the Choice Scarf as item, so it can outspeed even Shadow Rider Calyrex and even Regielekis. Electro Drift, Volt Switch, Dracometer, and Dazzlebeam should be a Pokemon we bring in every match. Our final three Pokemon on today's team, Rillaboom, Incineroar, and Glimmora. We already know what Rillaboom and Incineroar do, but Glimmora, on the other hand, has Toxic Debris with the Focus Sash, Sludge Bomb, Mortal Spin, Power Gem, and Spiky Shield. Guys, when you run the team for yourself, rental code is at the top right hand corner, and if you do enjoy today's video, don't forget to leave a like on it and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. But without further ado, let's hop into match number 1, showcasing Mandibuzz in ranked Regulation I. First match for today's video coming at you guys. We're going up against a Swampert squad with only one restricted Pokemon. Hopefully get things started off here and grab ourselves a win. They got Fluttermane, they got Miraidon, they got Incineroar, Iron Hands, and King Gambo. Now I do have Intimidate on my Incineroar, but honestly I might not even bring it in here. It would be nice up against like Iron Hands and Incineroar of their own, but at the same time it's like I really don't want to pop Defiant, right? That would be annoying. But I could just go Mandibuzz with Miraidon here for our lead. Could be pretty solid. I actually kind of like that a lot, so I am going to end up leading that. And from here, got to bring in Ice Rider Calyrex, and last but not least, do we just go Incineroar or Rillaboom? I feel like a Fake Out user is going to be really good for us. Like I said, I really don't want to go into Incineroar that much, but I mean, Rillaboom could be nice. You have high horsepower on your Rillaboom? You don't. High horsepower would have been really clutch, because that would have been super effective into the King Gambit, and then Miraidon into the Incineroar, into the Iron Hands. That could have been really clutch. Huh. I just really want a Fake Out user. I just think having Incineroar is going to be clutch for us. We're going to bring him in here. So Mandibuzz, get in the leading spot here. We're trying to showcase it today. Hopefully it can actually be pretty good. It does have Snarl, which is good. I'm going to have to watch out for Miraidon. We do have the Dragon Terror type on it. So if they want to go for Electro Drift, Volt Switches into it, we could be able to soak that up. But a problem would be like Dash and Gleam on Miraidon. They go for that while we Terrasilize. It could end up just being a waste of a Terror type. But Iron Hands Fluttermane comes out here. It's not bad for us. Not terrible. I wish I had Protect. I might end up just hard swapping Miraidon here. He gets a Quick Drive boost. Attack is boosted. Would really like to just snarl down this this Fluttermane here, right? Would be best bet. And yeah, I'm gonna have to hard swap Miraidon. I mean, I do have the Choice Scarf, but Fake Out's just a problem. Could go Terror type with a Volt Switch. No, yeah, we're gonna do that. I'm just gonna I'm just gonna snarl across the board. Let's do that. I was gonna Foul Play, but being not very effective, eh? I know it scales on attack, which I honestly probably still could have did some nice damage. We're just gonna Terrasilize here. They're probably gonna Fake Out Miraidon, but if I can Volt Switch Pivot and get off some nice damage into this Fluttermane slot, that could be really good. See? No Fake Out flies. No Fake Out flies. I'm able to just rip up into this Fluttermane and bring it down to 1 HP. That's huge. That's huge. And I Volt Switch Pivot out of here. So I'm going to be able to bring out Incineroar and get after it that way. Cool. So he's probably going for a Drain Punch into Mandibuzz. Be my guest. It's going to be neutral. We are flying on top of that, which is great news. But I get to Intimidate the Iron Hands, which is great news. If I Intimidate the Iron Hands, I'm gonna have Snarl actually fly before Flutter Mane attacks. Were you going for Trick Room? Sure seems like you were going for Trick Room. Unless you're just that slow of a, what's going on? Oh, yeah, Belly Drum Trick Room. Okay, I see you. I understand. I understand. We need to swap Mandibuzz ASAP, and we need to fake out this, Iron Hands here. Miraidon's gonna fly out here onto the field. Bringing out my Miraidon is probably the play here. So I cannot deal with this Pokemon getting off a Drain Punch. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm just gonna go right back into my Miraidon here. There is a chance that he could be going for Dazzling Gleam, but I am Electric Terror, so that's good news for us. But yeah, I have to get out a Pokemon that's outspeeding these guys, right? So with that Choice Scarf, that's gonna be really big for us. So I'm gonna bring out Miraidon. And Fake Out's gonna launch here. Bam, Fake Out. No Citrus Berry? Electric Drift flies into the slot. We're gonna be able to soak this all day. It's actually gonna do a decent amount of damage. I wish I was still Dragon typing, but still, we're able to soak that. You're not Covert Cloak, are you, for some reason? Iron Hands, because you weren't Citrus Berry. You were Covert Cloak. Okay, we have a problem on our hands. We have a big time problem on our hands. As big as a problem gets. As big as a problem gets, it is Covert Cloak. Does take a little bit of Rocky Helmet damage, so I'm hoping Draco Meteor can just KO that. And then I could just go into my Calyrex here. And just rip a Glacial Lance. Oh, man. In trouble. We are in some trouble. In some trouble, man. We are in some trouble. Belly Drum on this puppy. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to go Draco Meteor into the slot. See how this plays. Wow, and the Covert Cloak. I brought out the Miraidon too, just to play off of that. I was like, okay, we can fake it out. We kind of go from there. But once it didn't use the Citrus Berry, I was like, oh man, this thing could be Covert Cloak. We can have a little bit of an issue. But we will see a Terror type launch out here. Probably from Miraidon, right? Yeah, Miraidon's going to grab it, and he's going to go into straight Electric just like us. Okay. He might honestly be able to just take out my Calyrex. I hope Calyrex can soak up a shot, but I don't know about this Electric Terra. Draco Meteor's going to launch. Do we pick up the KO with this? We do. We need that. We needed that. And they end up picking it up. It's huge. And he's going to go for Electric Drift into this slot. With this Terror type, I don't know if we're soaking this. Please soak this. Soak it up. It's a tough world out here. It's a tough world out here. Miraidon just going nuclear. And that's pretty much going to be the game, right? So my special attack is dropped. And I was really hoping that we could just soak up the shot. I wasn't really expecting the Electric Terror. I was really hoping we could soak up the shot and then just swap and sacrifice our Mandibuzz. And then have Miraidon come out here. But match number 1's going to go to our opponent all day long. Unless we can figure out a way to, you know, win this game. But I don't know. Maybe a crit from Draco Meteor? That's really it. That's really the only way. A crit from Draco Meteor is the only way we could potentially win this game. I am, however, going to go for Foul Bite. We need the crit from Draco Meteor. Have a shot at win this game. And we're going to send it. We got the speed for it. We're outspeeding it with the Choice Scarf. But we need the crit. We need the crit. And that Covert Cloak item, man. That Covert Cloak getting rid of my Incineroar really was a turning tides of this match. Draco Meteor launches. No crit from your boy. My special attack drops even farther. And Parabolic Charge going to launch out here, which is a perfect move next to Swampert. So this thing's just going to pretty much KO both my Pokemon. Actually, Miraidon might soak. It does, but Mandibuzz not, and he's going to get back a ton of HP. So, good game from our opponent. Belly Drum on the Iron Hands, man. And that Covert Cloak. And that Covert Cloak. Really did me dirty. Hate this game. I hate it. Just kidding. Mandibuzz going out for the count. It did pick up a KO on the Flutterman, which is nice, but you know what? We're just going to run this match. Let's go hop into our second match. Look for our first victory. Moving on to match number 2, going up against Ho-Oh and Zamazenta. Would love to get Mandibuzz rolling a little bit better here. Match number 1 did not go our way. I could end up leading it again with Choice Scarf Miraidon, which honestly wouldn't be too bad depending on who they lead. I mean, they got a few good Pokemon, a few good fake out users here as well. With Rillaboom. They could also go into Trick Room. How do I want to play this one? Zamazenta, Ho-Oh. I got 112 speed on this. I'm just checking speeds on my Pokemon real quick. Honestly, I might lead the Rillaboom. I don't know if I want Rillaboom, because Rillaboom kind of contradicts Miraidon's playstyle. But I really kind of want a fake out user. But at the same time, they could just go into Frigoraph. That's a little bit of a problem we have. We'll go back in with the Mandibuzz lead. I like it. We'll also bring in Calyrex in for late game. And last but not least, probably Incineroar. Or would I rather go in with Glamora? Glimmor's okay here. I mean, actually, Glimmor's not as bad as I'm saying it is. I mean, it's 4 times super effective on the Ho. We got Sludge Bomb to deal with Rillaboom. Let's get Glimmor here. Let's get Glimmor rolling out here. So Mandibuzz going for another shot here. Match number 1, it wasn't too bad. It ended up snarling a little bit. Like I said, that Covert Cloak on that Iron Hands. That really hurt the soul. I faked it out. I was just like, is this thing Covert Cloak? And then all I see is Iron Hands use Drain Punch. I was like, oh no. And Incineroar just got deleted from Belly Drum Iron Hands. It's gone in a second. Got a ton of HP back. I was like, oh man, we are in some trouble. And we ended up losing. But Zamazenta, Ursaluna comes out here as the lead. Not too bad. I could end up Draco Meteor down Ursaluna. That could easily be my play. I could just start foul playing across the board. I also have Taunt. I could taunt this Zamazenta, which wouldn't be too bad. Could end up taunting him. I'm thinking it's just Volt Switch pivoting, to be honest, because if he's gonna go for, I could focus that shot after the Volt Switch pivot. Yeah, I'm gonna Volt Switch pivot out of here. You know, I'm just gonna go for a foul play into Ursaluna slot. Its attack stat is way too high. It could end up protecting here just for Guts to trigger, which wouldn't be too bad for us. But maybe I also should have taunted this Zamazenta, but I like the foul play move. I also like the foul play move, because Volt Switch should be able to do decent damage into Zamazenta. It's not that bulky on special defensive side. It's decently bulked, but that's really its weak spot. That's how you're going to KO it. And you end up just protecting here. So this could be rough. We could end up just losing our Miraidon right here. And I think we are. I think we are going to lose it to a Headlong Rush. I think we're saying bye-bye to Miraidon early on in this matchup here. Foul play launches here. Does great damage, but yep, there's the Headlong Rush. We're saying bye-bye to Miraidon right off the rip, which is why I want the Volt Switch pivot out, but a Protect pop it out from Zamazenta. Really not helping us. So, I mean, we get off some nice damage with Mandibuzz. Our best bet would probably be to just foul play that slot again. And maybe just Leech Seed up here. I could also pop a Trick Room if I wanted to, but I just think getting off this Leech Seed is probably our best bet. Let's do it. Let's go for the Leech Seed. Let's get this Calyrex rolling. Let's get this Calyrex rolling. We're going to launch another foul play into Ursaluna. I think with the Guts, that does boost his attack even more, so foul play should be able to KO. Hopefully that scales off the Guts trigger as well. I'm really wanting that for this attack or this damage boost. Then again, Leech Seed could help us out, but losing Miraidon early on like that, that's a little rough. I have the Glimmora, which is nice. They probably have Ho-Oh. 4 times super effective with Power Gem, which would be nice. But I'm curious to see if they launch a Terror type or not. Or if they even go for like a Y-Guard here. I would hope he goes for a Y-Guard. So if you go for Y-Guard, I get off this free Leech Seed and hopefully just KO with the foul play. I get rolling from there. I really need a turn like that. But he ends up withdrawing Ursaluna. So Ursaluna is going to take a turn here. Who's going to come out here? It's going to be Rillaboom. So Rillaboom out here with the grassy terrain. Actually pretty good for us. Get my Calyrex a ton of HP back here. Y-Guard's going to fly here. Cool with that. I'm cool with that. So we want to play off the Glacial Lance. That's fine. Can I land this Leech Seed, please and thank you? Please and thank you. Can I land it? Great damage with foul play across the board. Leech Seed. Oh, man, dude. Come on. Come on, man. I need that Leech Seed. I need that Leech Seed. Now I'm pretty much forced to protect here. I'm just going to go for a foul play again. I think we just keep chipping up damage in Rillaboom. Oh, that hurts the soul here. That really hurts the soul. I'm missing my Leech Seed. I really need that Leech Seed. I'm out here missing them. Fake Out is going to launch in that slot. So we're getting off great damage into this Rillaboom. Wonder what Zamazenta's doing. You going for body press here? Yep, I should soak this. Yeah, really well. Mandibuzz is pretty bulky. Foul play's going to launch here again. Great damage into Rillaboom. And we're going to try to set up another Leech Seed. We're going for the seeds here again. Leech Seed, bang, send it. Foul play, send it. Might as well keep sending the foul plays. Mandibuzz getting work done. Alright. Zamazenta's going to go for a heavy slam. Do okay damage to me, nothing crazy. Rillaboom's going to U-turn pivot. That's fine, super effective. If I can just land this Leech Seed, we get back a ton of HP. We get back a ton of HP. If I can just land this Leech Seed. That's all I ask for. Frigoraf's going to come out here. This foul play is going to be super effective. And doing great damage with foul play. Leech Seed's going to fly, and we land it! Yes, finally. Okay, so I'm going to get Leech Seed HP back. Leftovers, grassy terrain. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. I'm able to do that. I might end up taunting up this Zamazenta. I'm trying to figure out what moves it has. Heavy Slam, Body Press, Protect, and Y-Guard. Okay, so we already know what moves it has, so I don't really have to taunt it. Unless I start getting worried about, like, Y-Guard. But I'm just going to spam Leech Seed around here. So I'm going to Leech Seed up onto this Frigoraph. And from here... How much damage could Foul Play do in this slot? I'm just going to Foul Play this slot, because you might swap Zamazenta here. You might just swap them. No, you're just going to rip a Body Press here. I'm going to try to Roost next turn, probably. Foul Play's going to launch to about -5. And he's going to Imprison Tricker here. And Leech Seed's landing, so I got double Leech Seed on the field, baby. I got double Leech Seed on the field. Come on now. Come on now. Give me all the HP. Give me all the HP. Give me all the HP. So I could easily see a swap here. I think I am going to send Glacial Lance. I think I am going to end up sending Glacial Lance and just foul playing this Frigoraph slot. Because, I mean, we know their 2 back-end Pokemon aren't taking foul play too kindly. Because who is it again? It's Rillaboom and Ursaluna. Both of them are 1 foul play away from dying. So, I mean, we're going to hit this Glacial Lance button. And you know what? Do I just taunt just in case? No, I think I just foul play in case his Zamazenta swaps. He protects Frigoraph, that's fine. So protect on the Ferriggies. No swaps, so Leech Seed is just going to slowly eat up here. Maybe I should have roosted. I was thinking about roosting the turn before, but this is fine. I mean, Glacial Lance is going to be able to pop out here, get off some ace damage. I could end up hard swapping. No Trick Room is in effect, and I still have Glimor, which is pretty good for me. But Leech Seed, just getting after it. Might as well go for the Roost here, right? Love me some Leech Seed. They go for the Glacial Lance and the Roost. Yeah, I'm cool with that. So if you don't go for Y-Guard, we're going to be doing some nice damage. Grass Terrain is gone. Surprised they haven't swapped yet, but Glacial Lance is going to fly from us. And I'll try to pull off the Roost. Really should have went for the Roost last turn, but let's see. Double protects Frigoraph. Just going to Body Press my Mandibuzz down. That's fine. I mean, Leech Seed is just slowly doing damage, so I'm cool with that. I get to bring out Glimora as my final Pokemon, and I don't think we're sitting in a terrible position. I really don't. I really don't. I know this thing's soaking up Glacial Lance, like, no problem. But bringing out Glimora is going to be pretty good for us. So give me my Leech Seed HP. We will slowly get after this. Go into my Glimora. I'll probably Spiky Shield this turn. I'm surprised he landed 8 double protect. Kind of crazy if you ask me. Kind of crazy if you ask me. So we're still in prison, right? Yeah. So I can't use Trick Room. And I can press it, but yeah, I would just say if he has it or not. So I'll go for Glacial Lance here. We are still just keeping our typing. And yeah, I'm just gonna Spiky Shield up. Wait, which all's Frigoraph? Curious if he is going to go for Y-Guard this turn finally. I feel like you have to at this point. We're just going to bring back out the Grassy Terrain and have Fake Out ready to roll. And Spiky Shield flying. The Spiky Shield, are you going for the Y-Guard? You do go for the Y-Guard. So you have your Fake Out turn ready to roll. I think we just do the same thing. I think we just go for another Glacial Lance. You could fake out my... You could easily fake out my Calyrex. I just think we double down to the Rillaboom slot. You could fake out Glimora though, but then Toxic Debris is going to fly everywhere, which is good. Really good news. Everybody getting back HP. Leech Seed launching. I'm sending this Glacial Lance. I'm sending it. So Glacial Lance is going to launch from us. And I'm just going to go for this Sludge Bomb. So it ends up faking out you, thinking I'm going to protect here. Give me them Toxic Spikes onto the field. Lovely. And what are you going to go for here? Body Press? Heavy Slam. Can I soak this? I don't. So it comes down to the Calyrex show. It comes down to the Calyrex show, and I think Calyrex has a hot shot at maybe winning this game. I think it does. I think it does. And going for Trick Room actually probably should have been my play. Able to KO you. Seeds are slowly... Leech of the seeds are slowly chipping down the Zamazenta. The real question is, am I faster than Ursaluna? That's really the question at hand. And I can't really do anything with Y-Guard on the field. I need this thing dead. So hopefully they just bring back out for Regraph. That'd be pretty good, but Ursaluna is going to be the Pokemon of choice. At this point, we're just gonna go for a Leech Seed. And he ends up Body Press, and we could have just went for this Glacial Lance. Leech Seed does land. I could have sworn this thing was gonna go for another Y-Guard. We end up Leech Seeding it up. How much damage are you doing with Headlong Rush? You're gonna go for Facade instead. Can I soak this? I live on 2. I live on 2. Give me a chance. Give me a chance. Just give me a chance, baby. Just give me a chance. Because right now I'm outspeeding Ursaluna. And how much damage is this Leech Seed doing to this Zamazenta? Can one more Leech Seed KO? Oh, it's cutting it close. It's cutting it close. I get back so much HP. It's actually kind of crazy. It's actually kind of crazy. How many turns are left in this grass, man? How many turns are left in the grass? What we got? Grass has 2. I gotta go for a Protect here. Get back all my HP. He ends up withdrawing Ursaluna. So Ursaluna with the withdrawal here. Gets to send out for a Graph. Riggy's popping out here. He's gonna take a poison. This is crazy. Can my Calyrex clutch this up? Can my Calyrex clutch this up? I'm still super surprised that they haven't did anything to the Zamazenta yet. It is what it is. If I can just get rid of the Zamazenta, I win this game pretty much. Can this Leech Seed be enough? Can this Leech Seed be enough? Come on, Leech Seed. I need you here. Can this Leech Seed be enough? I'm getting back so much HP. It's kind of absurd. Be enough, Leech Seed. Be enough. That KO? I think it did. I think it did. Let's go. Okay. Alright, so we got rid of him. I wish that would count for a Chilling Nay boost. That'd be pretty cool. But Poison's gonna chip up here. We are outspeeding this Ursaluna. We outspeed the Ursaluna. Y-Guard isn't a thing anymore, and I was scared of it the whole time. I could have actually ended this match a while ago, but would have just went for it. But now we're sitting here. I still have Terror type. Should I go into Fairy? Yes. I'm gonna go into Fairy, and I am just gonna send this. Let's do it. Let's do it. No more Leech Seeds. So can Glacial Lance Calyrex be OP and reverse sleep? What was it, a 1v4? 1v4 with the Leech Seed, even though Mandibuzz was a huge help on this matchup. Mandibuzz was a crazy huge help out on this matchup. And the reason I say that is because it foul played and it knocked off a ton of damage into Friggraf, into Ursaluna, into Robum. All 3 of those Pokemon were down pretty low. I was able to Leech Seed out this Zamazenta. So can I actually win this match with this turn right here? The Glacial Lance gonna fly here. That should be game. That should be game. Come on, baby. That's too easy. Living on 2 HP with Calyrex. I love this Pokemon. Grassy terrain, leftovers, Leech Seeds, so much HP recovery here. We end up taking up this dub. Final match for today's video is here, going up against one of my favorite Pokemon of all time, Tyranitar. They also have Decidueye, so a really cool team to actually finish off today's video. I mean, Leech Seed Calyrex was OP in that last matchup. I definitely want to use Mandibuzz here again, but honestly, I might not even lead it. Looking at their team, T-Tar's pretty good. Mandibuzz is okay here. I mean, Foul Play is actually really good up against this Calyrex. And into that Decidueye is pretty good. But outside of that, they got a lot of physical attackers. How do I want to play this one? I could go into Trick Room. I could just go into my Miraidon here just because speed is such a huge factor. And yeah, I am going to end up doing that. So Miraidon's going to be my lead. Could always Volt Switch Pivot out here if I want to. I could also go into Incineroar, which I kind of like. Yeah, we're going to end up leading Incineroar. You know what? We're going to go Ice Rider Calyrex. And honestly, Mandibuzz's not going to be in this matchup. I'm going to end up bringing in this Glimora. Give me my Glimora. Give me my Glimora. So yeah, no Mandibuzz here. I liked it in that last matchup. Did wonders in the last matchup. Just slowly foul playing, knocking down our opponent. But they just didn't want to swap, and I was just taking advantage of it. I was just like, okay, I'm going to Leech Seed then. Set it up. Got them set up, and just kind of just slow played it. And it worked out perfectly. That last Leech Seed, I think it KO'd Zamazenta. by 1 HP. I think it was like the exact amount we needed to KO because it was so close on the HP board. I was like, please Leech Seed. Because I thought like turns before that they were going to wide guard, so I wasn't taking the risk and going for Glacial Lance. And I could have won the match so much earlier, but it ended up working in our favor. Alright, 1-1. Let's do it. You're right on with that Choice Scarf, ready to roll. I'm ready to just Electro Drift right off the rip. I do have Incineroar though for a lead. That's good news. Incineroar is always such a good lead, just for fake out purposes. Parting shots, intimidates, it just does it all. But T-Tar Decidueye is going to come out here. I don't mind this, actually really like Incineroar for a lead here. And Incineroar's popping out here with Intimidate. Now, is Decidueye physical attacking? I know T-Tar is. So that's a good Intimidate. Is Decidueye? I'm not too sure. I think it is. I I typically end up seeing that Pokemon as like a what's it called Pokemon. Like use a Leaf Blade user. So yeah, it's definitely physical. I'm thinking I'm just gonna Volt Switch here into this slot. And I'm just going for a knockoff right off the rip. Cool. I like this. So no fake out for us turn 1. I think there is a chance that they could swap T-Tar here. Or even just protect it because it's the only Pokemon vulnerable in the fake out. So if they protect that there, Volt Switch just gets blocked and we get off a knockoff, which is nice for us. But I really like their team. Decidueye, you don't get to see that too often. Same thing with T-Tar. I haven't seen T-Tar a good bit ever since Regulation G has been here. You just don't get to really see T-Tar. But I'm gonna Volt Switch pivot out here. I do solid damage. That Pokemon's pretty bulky in the Sandstorm, especially because it's probably Assault Vested as well. But I'm able to swap out here. I think I'm just going right into Glimmora here. Glimmora is pretty speedy. I know we're going to lose Focus Ash, but having this speed onto this Pokemon, I like it. I like it. So we're going to Glimmora. We'll save our restricted Pokemon for later in the match. And he's just going to rip a Rock Slizzle. That's fine. So Rock Slide going to chip up some nice damage. Incineroar, I need a turn from you. We get the Toxic Spikes out here. I need to get off this knockoff into this Decidueye. He's just going to go for a Spirit Shackle, which we should soak this. It's a ghost move. Yeah, no problem. Can't swap, though. But knockoff should be able to chunk up some nice damage here. Yeah, beautiful. Awesome. Beautiful. So I have speed going here. And I'm thinking of just Mortal Spinning this T-Tar. I really am thinking about that. Could honestly just go for a Power Gem. Power Gem and Will-O-Wisp, not bad. Or I can just do this. I can Power Gem this slot down. You know what? Yeah, and we can just go for the Will-O-Wisp here. Even though Rock Slide's probably going to KO us. You know, going for Rock Slide, I could hard swap. Actually, I can't swap. Spirit Shackle's the thing. We'll try to go for the Will-O-Wisp at least. Maybe we can dodge a Rock Slide. Ends up withdrawing the Decidueye. We have a Power Gem launching in that slot. So who's taking this Power Gem? Come on, man. I was hoping. I was like, show me Ho-Oh. Show me Ho-Oh. I get to pretty much KO this bad boy. 4 times super effective. Oh, my lord. Bringing it down to about 10 HP. Rock Slide's going to connect here. Going to KO Incineroar, but this is a fine turn. This is a fine turn. He ends up critting my Incineroar. I was dying regardless. Get out some more Toxic Debris. Lovely. That's a huge turn for us. That's a huge turn. Because now I can pretty much just bring out Miraidon here. Dazzling Gleam to victory, right? Makes some more sense. I have speed going. Have some speed going, and this Ho-Oh is definitely safety goggles. It's easily safety goggles. I'm gonna go for Power Gem. I am going to keep my typing of Dragon and Electric. Or should I go Fairy? Maybe should I go Fairy? No. We're just gonna end up sending a Dazzling Gleam here. I don't have Fairy Terror type. I meant I have Electric Terror type. He ends up withdrawing Ho-Oh, so he's gonna swap Ho-Oh here. We're doubling down into this T-Tar slot. He's gonna go into the Decidueye and just sacrifice the Decidueye. The Decidueye's dead here. Get it on out of here. Just gonna take a little bit of poison action here. And Dazzling Gleam flying. T-Tar down into the yellow here. I don't think Power Gem's gonna be enough to KO it. I hope so. That'd be awesome if it is. Let's see. I don't think it is though. Power Gem. It is awesome, yo. Glimmora. Such a good Pokemon. What a good choice here. Picking up big time KOs. My Duke Glimcor. I love Glimcor. I think Glimcor is just like such a solid competitive Pokemon. It really is, especially like before restricted Pokemon were here. Like Glimcor was that Pokemon. It was just so good. I love its ability to have Toxic Debris. So your Regenerator's up. Calyrex gonna launch out here alongside with that. I think Electric Terra is probably my play here. I could end up Hard Swap my Miraidon just to get my what's called back. Just to get my choice back, but I believe just going into maybe just like Power Gem here. I'm going to send it into Calyrex. Actually, no, I'm going to send it into Ho-Oh. We're going to try to get rid of this Ho-Oh. Alongside with a Terra here into Dazzling, just so we're not weak to, what is it called? Glacial Lance. So we'll go straight Electric here. Still take some nice damage. We do have Calyrex of our own in the back end, but with that Poison, that's really pristine for us. That Poison's really good. So if I could just pop out with Calyrex and maybe just pop a Leech Seed. I mean, a lot of damage you're going to take at the end of every single turn. The Gleam's going to fly here. He does not protect Ho-Oh. We do about -5 to it. Power Gem's going to outspeed, and we're going to get rid of it. Cool. I was really hoping Ho-Oh wouldn't protect, and for that reason right there. That pretty much just sets us up to win this game, right? So what are you going for, Glacial Lance? No, you pop a Trick Room. That's fine. That's fine. So now you can pop Glacial Lance next turn. We can have Poison chip up a little bit. I could end up hard swapping here. Just to reset. Because we know you're going for Glacial Lance. Like, we already know you're going for Glacial Lance. Could hard swap Glimcor. Buffets are also chipping it up. I could I'm gonna Spiky Shield here. Spiky Shield will chip up a little bit more damage with that Gleam. And we'll go from there. Spike Shield's here, Glacial Lance. How much damage? Hopefully 2 Glacial Lances isn't KOing, but it probably is, man. It's such a strong Pokemon. Let's see how much damage it's doing. Yeah, so he can pick up the double KO here, which is a little rough for us. Dazzling gonna do a little bit of damage here. Sandstorm is gone. Leftover's gonna pop here. Poison's kind of negating that. Our best bet is to probably just swap Glimcor here. Let Miraidon die and then just be able to Spike Shield out. So yeah, I'm going to swap Glimcor, go into Calyrex. If I can land a Dazzling Gleam, that'd be nice. But chances are we're just going to die out here to this Glacial Lance. But the thing is, my Calyrex should be able to soak these in, which is why I'm bringing him out here. Plus I have leftovers on him. Lovely. Unnerved. No berries allowed. No berries allowed. Glacial Lance flies. He's going to pick up his first KO here. How much damage is doing to Calyrex? Yeah, Calyrex looks really well. So that could pretty much put us in a position to win this game. So he gets an attack boost here. I'm really thinking of just popping a Leech Seed. And protecting Glimcor. Depending on how much damage this Poison really does. Or I could just go for Glacial Lance, but Glacial Lance isn't doing that much. Like, you just seen how much damage it did to us. I think Leech Seed would get a bit more value out of. And honestly, I think Leech Seed just does like the same amount of damage. Poison's slowly chipping up, so I mean, you're sitting pretty well. Only +1. I'm gonna go for the Leech Seed. I just think we get off more value out of it. How many turns left in Trick Room? And how slow is my Calyrex? Because my Calyrex could potentially just be slower. Let's see. It might just be. It might just be slower. I'm gonna go for the Leech Seed. Leech Seed, baby. Spike Shield. Leech Seed and Spike Shield. I'm shielding up, spiking of the shields. And he is slower than me, so Glacial Lance is going to fly here. Gonna do probably about 50, and if we just land this Leech Seed this game, even if we don't, we still probably win this game, because, yeah, it's just not doing enough damage. It just really isn't, and we landed anyway. So cool. Leech Seed, MVP for today's video, let's be honest here. Leech Seed was insane today, winning us 2 matches. We ended up losing match number 1, but match number 2 and 3 we bounced back. Which is beautiful. Even them leftovers here. Leftovers and Leech Seed, and we get the Poison up. This team's just so good with Calyrex. You have the Grassy Terrain, you have Toxic Debris, you got Leech Seed, you got leftovers. There's so many ways to just deal slow pester damage and HP recovery. It's really good. And the Poison just got worse, so he's dead. He's a goner. Thanks for playing. GG's 2-1 for today's video. There you go, ladies and gentlemen, Mandibuzz in ranked regulation I. Now, Mandibuzz played a great factor in today's video, but let's be honest, the real MVP is LEECH Seed Calyrex. Who would have thought? I actually seen LEECH Seed Calyrex on the ladder a couple weeks ago, and it beat me, and I was like, man, this is actually pretty good. And now I got my hands on a team with it, and it was phenomenal. It's just such a bulky Pokemon. It recovers so much HP, and then with the supporting cast of like Rillaboom, Incineroar, and Gamora, it's just phenomenal. But guys, that is going to be it for today's video. If you did enjoy the content, don't forget to smash that like button for me, and if you're new here, click that big subscribe button so you know when all of my videos go live. Seriously, you guys rock out. Make sure you spread some positivity today, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out, everybody.